All right, guys, so we touched on this before, but I think that this is such an important concept that I wanted to make it kind of its own video here. So the value ladder is kind of what we discussed, and it's just a more formalized way of saying, you're getting people in the door sometimes for like, cheap stuff or even free stuff. And sometimes you're even losing money on the first offer that you're giving someone. But that is where the value ladder comes in, right? There's two types of people in this world: people who are short-sighted and people who see the big picture. And the people who are short-sighted think they need to make money immediately, and people who see the big picture understand that you have to give people things for free now, because people are just so not used to that they're overwhelmed by the people that are giving them free value, that they want to make purchases from somebody. And if people want to make purchases from you, it's so much infinitely easier to actually get them to purchase than just pouring money into ads, trying smashing them in the face over and over and over again with all of these super expensive things that nobody's going to buy, right? And so I just want to make it very, very clear the value ladder, kind of how it works. And so we whipped up this nice little graphic for you guys to kind of illustrate that. So we're going to use a dentist for an example. Just because part of this course is going to be for people who don't have their own product, who don't have their own service, or even if you do and you just want to start a Facebook ad agency, right? Because the best thing in the world is having multiple streams of passive income. And a Facebook ad agency is a beautiful way of doing that with very, very little upfront cost. And so this is how the value ladder works, right? So it starts at basically $0 and it goes up to, an infinitely high number. And this is, again, zero price, and it goes up to an infinitely high number in price. And so what we're starting out with, right, if we're a dentist and we were running an ad campaign for a dentist like we've done 1,000 times, would be we'd do a teeth cleaning, right? A teeth cleaning they're probably not making that much money on. And especially, how we're setting up these advertising campaigns, we're kind of using the teeth cleaning itself as a lead magnet. And so what we would do is we would say, hey, claim your free teeth cleaning today. All you have to do is, call in the next 10 minutes. And so later on in the course, we're going to share with you an amazing funnel that we've built that converts at an unbelievably high level, completely for free, guys. And we've charged people, $2,000, $5,000 to implement this for them. We're going to give that funnel to you completely for free later on in the course, so don't worry about that. Where we're giving away a free teeth cleaning. And so the teeth cleaning might cost, the dentist like $20 or like $200 maybe in fees for the nurses and materials and, time in the chair that they couldn't use for a paying customer or something like that. So it might cost them $200. That's, maybe that's like a $100 or a $200 loss for the dentist, right? So that's not profitable, right? And the cost of the advertisement. But right, people who understand the value ladder understand that it's okay to lose money up front because of the value ladder. Think about it like from your own perspective. If you find a dentist and they're a reasonably good person and they don't have terrible breath and they're breathing in on your face and making you talk the whole time that you're at the dentist, or even if they are, because my dentist does do that and I still go to him. Well, my point is people don't shop around for dentists. If you have a good dentist, you go to that dentist for years, maybe for your entire life if you don't move, because, a dentist is just not something that people change if they're happy with. And so the value ladder, how it works, guys, is even if you lose money on the teeth cleaning, maybe, eventually the person's going to get a tooth whitening, right? And a teeth whitening would be much more profitable for a dentist, right? Because they already have that customer. They don't have to go out and find a new customer. They just already have you, and you're scheduled for your next appointment by the time you leave your teeth cleaning. And then all of a sudden, you're getting charged $500 for a whitening. And that's, very much so profitable to the point where they probably already recouped the lost amount of dollars on the teeth cleaning, right? And then, 6 months later or a year later, a retainer, or if you have kids and you start to bring your kids to the dentist, anybody who's bought a retainer from a dentist knows that these things are ridiculously expensive. And so the dentist is making a ton of money on the retainer, right? And then if you ever have to get cosmetic surgery or, anything related to cosmetics is always very, very expensive out of pocket. And if you already have a dentist, you're going to go to that dentist to do it because you have that relationship. You feel comfortable. You have the rapport, right? So this is how the value ladder works, guys. And it's so incredibly important that you understand it. And every single business, you can create a value ladder. It doesn't just exist for dentists. It exists for doctors, right? With maybe giving away a free checkup, but then they come when they have the flu and you prescribe medicine or vaccines, and those are much more profitable things. Or if they break their finger and you have to get a cast, right? There's a value ladder for every business, and our job is to figure out what that value ladder is, give away free value, get people into the door, and then communicate, right, to if we have clients or just for our own business, the value of a value ladder and how, you be unique and give away things at the beginning, even if you're losing money, to get people in the door and to maintain those lifelong customers that are incredibly valued over the lifetime of the business relationship, guys. So that is a value ladder. Hope you enjoyed that one. Let's get to the next.